New York head-on collision. One of the deadliest types of car accidents is a head-on collision. While any type of car accident has the potential to cause severe injuries, head-on collisions are much more likely to cause serious catastrophic harm or fatalities to drivers and their passengers. If you have been injured in a head-on collision in New York, you may be suffering significant injuries, facing massive medical costs, and worrying about your long-term health and welfare. If you are a family member of someone who has lost their life in one of these devastating accidents, you may be wondering about what is next. At Kucher Law, experienced New York head-on collision attorney Samantha Kucher and our team of NYC personal injury lawyers are by your side each step of the way. Contact us today at 929-563-6780 to schedule a free consultation. Accident lawyer Samantha Kucher explains a head-on collision accident. Head-on collisions, otherwise known as frontal crashes, occur when two cars are moving in the opposite direction and impact front to front. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, head-on collisions accounted for 59% of all passenger vehicle occupant deaths in 2019, despite only representing a small percentage of car accidents in general. What makes head-on collisions so dangerous? Head-on collisions create a force of impact equal to their combined speed. Even if both vehicles are only traveling 30 miles per hour, the force of impact will be 60 miles per hour. This is the equivalent of running into a solid wall at 60 miles per hour. In accidents like head-on collisions, both cars and bodies inside decelerate abruptly upon impact, resulting in the energy being transferred to the object being hit, the body of the car, and all the occupants inside. Brooklyn car accident statistics. The NYPD publishes crash statistics and traffic accident data every month. New York City has recorded 38,105 accidents in 2023. Brooklyn is home to more than 29% of all New York City's car accidents. It's an average of over 171 car collisions every day. Or, to put it another way, 7 collisions every hour. Common causes and scenarios leading to head-on accident cases: distracted driving. Activities like texting, talking on the phone, or adjusting controls can divert a driver's attention, causing them to veer into oncoming traffic. 2. Impaired driving. Alcohol and drugs impair judgment and reaction times, increasing the risk of drifting into opposing lanes. Fatigue. Tired drivers may fall asleep or struggle to maintain their lane, especially during long drives or late at night. Reckless overtaking. Risky passing maneuvers on two-lane roads can lead to head-on collisions with oncoming vehicles. Wrong-way driving. Entering highways or one-way streets in the wrong direction often results from confusion or distraction and can be deadly. Speeding. High speeds reduce reaction time and control, making it easier to unintentionally cross into opposing lanes. 7. Loss of control. Vehicle malfunctions like brake failure or tire blowouts can cause sudden loss of control and head-on crashes. Weather conditions. Rain, snow, or ice can reduce traction, leading to vehicles sliding into oncoming traffic. Blind curves. On winding roads, drivers may fail to anticipate oncoming traffic around blind curves. Failing to yield. Ignoring traffic signs and right-of-way rules can cause collisions at intersections or merging lanes. Medical emergencies. Health issues such as heart attacks or seizures can incapacitate drivers, leading to loss of control. New drivers. Inexperienced drivers often struggle with lane discipline and predicting other drivers' actions. 13. Road rage. Aggressive drivers may intentionally drive into oncoming traffic during confrontations. Animal crossings. Swerving to avoid animals can result in head-on collisions with other vehicles. 15. Poor road conditions. Potholes, uneven surfaces, and inadequate signage can cause drivers to inadvertently cross into opposing lanes. New York City head-on collision lawyers discuss the most common head-on collision injuries. 1. Crushed extremities. 2. Spinal cord injuries. 3. Fractures. 4. Traumatic brain injuries. 5. Internal bleeding. 6. Amputation. 7. Paralysis. 8. Internal organ damage. 9. orthopedic damage to the neck and back. 10. Wrongful death. Kucher Law Group explain establishing fault in a head-on collision case in Brooklyn. Establishing negligence is critical when pursuing compensation after accidents. For injured parties, pursue either an insurance claim or a personal injury lawsuit. In a case of negligence, there are specific elements that must apply. 1. That the other driver owed a duty of care toward the injured party. All drivers owe others on the road a legal duty to operate their vehicles safely to avoid harm. 2. The other driver breached that duty. If the other driver operated their vehicle unsafely, it is a breach of their legal duty. 3. The other driver's actions directly caused the accident and injuries. 4. Damages resulted from the accident. A skilled New York head-on collision attorney understands these difficulties and often employs the assistance of accident recreation experts and expert witnesses to prove fault after head-on collisions in support of a claim. If you have been injured in a head-on collision in New York, contact our experienced personal injury team at Kucher Law Group to understand how we can help. What compensation can you be entitled to after a head-on collision in Brooklyn? 1. The costs of the injury, including any costs related to emergency vehicles or airlift transport, hospitalization, surgery, doctor's fees, therapies, prescription medication, specialized medical equipment, or rehabilitative care. 2. Any potential future medical costs as they may be related to the injuries. 3. Lost wages. 4. Any future loss of earning capacity because of the injuries. 5. Emotional distress, pain, and suffering. 6. Wrongful death damages for surviving family members in the case of a fatality. 7. The costs related to property damage, including the cost to repair or replace vehicles involved in the accident, external property damage, and any personal property inside the vehicle. Brooklyn head-on collision attorney Samantha Kucher explains insurance claims and injury compensation. Crossing the center line. A negligent driver can get caught on the wrong side of the center line and not be able to get back in time, coming into contact with oncoming traffic. 2. Improper passing, impatience and bad timing can get a driver trapped on the wrong side when attempting to pass other traffic. Taking curves too fast. The centrifugal force of a car taking a curve at high speed can throw it into the wrong lane during a turn. Driving while drowsy. Drivers who continue to drive past the point of safety and fall asleep at the wheel often find themselves veering into oncoming traffic. Distracted driving. Drivers who operate their vehicle while they are distracted by other things inside the car are at risk of veering over the center line and causing catastrophic accidents. Drunk or drug-impaired driving. An impaired driver can find him or herself veering into oncoming traffic and be unable to correct the course of the vehicle in time. Speeding. Speeding drivers risk losing control of their vehicle, often causing serious accidents. The statute of limitations for a car accident in Brooklyn. In most cases, an injured party has 3 years from the date of the accident to pursue a lawsuit in New York. Wrongful death cases must be filed within 2 years of the individual's death. Consequently, getting the legal assistance of a New York head-on collision attorney as soon as possible is important in order to have enough time to prepare a case. Additionally, you only have 30 days to file a claim with your insurance company so that medical bills may be paid. Getting serious legal assistance after a devastating head-on crash accident. There are few things more tragic than the injuries or fatalities suffered after a head-on collision accident, but one of them is when the victim must endure a future of financial and emotional uncertainty in the aftermath. You should not face this alone. If you or a loved one has been involved in a head-on collision, you need a strong legal advocate on your side. At Kucher Law Group, our team of NYC head-on collision attorneys will diligently fight for the maximum compensation possible after a serious accident. Call us at 929-563-6780 or fill out our contact form to schedule a free initial consultation. We only work on contingency, so you pay no legal fees until we recover compensation for you.